Hey everyone, it's Steve. I want to do a quick video on the Smith & Wesson M&P9 VTAC series. Now, if you've been following my video, right off the bat I'll tell you that I got rid of those VTAC sights in lieu of some Trigicon HD sights. I like these sights worlds better than those VTAC sights. They were a cool idea, but they just didn't really, they didn't edge out the Trigicon HDs for me. So I guess, because of that, maybe this is just an M&P that's in flat dark earth, maybe not a VTAC, but it did start out as a VTAC model. Everything else about the Smith & Wesson M&P9 I absolutely loved. The one thing I will say, and I'll say this for 9 and for 40, that the M&P series platform handles recoil better than any pistol that I've ever shot before. It just is soft, no matter if you're using target ammunition or very hot plus P loads, 147 plus Ps. It all feels very, very manageable in this platform. A couple of things that I did is I textured or stippled the back strap and the front of the grip, the magazine release button, and then up here. That was just something I did for me. But I have about 1,500 rounds through this gun, 1,500 plus really, and I did not experience a single malfunction in that time, over 1,500 rounds. And I know some people say that's a lot, some people say that's not a lot of rounds. I don't know. I think that's probably I don't know, where you could call it broken in and reliable for sure at 1,500 rounds if you haven't had a malfunction. But it's just a very, very nice pistol. I'll just give you a little close-up. But it is in that flat dark earth, which I like. It's cool. No complaints there. Over that 1,500 rounds, I did carry this every day. And I know some people were probably worried about this PVD finish wearing off, but I didn't experience any problems with that. It always cleaned up for me, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever. With my holster, I did notice some black, like on the Kydex coming off, but I was always able to just, wipe it down with some like Rem oil or something like that, and it always came off every single time and cleaned up really nice. So, no issues there. I will say that I am selling this pistol. It's just, I love it, and I would recommend it to anybody, but I found that I really loved the SIG 226. It just edges it out just a little bit for me. And where it edges it out is with these E2 grips, the one-piece ergo grips, is that the distance right here is what really does it for me. This is a little bit long, and I know it's probably marginal, but the other thing that beats out the M&P for me is magazines. You cannot find these magazines to save your life for a reasonable price. Now, if you can even find them at an online store or at a gun shop, good luck. I have yet to see them in the 6 months or so that I've been carrying this gun. I did manage to do some trading and bartering with people and managed to get 4 of them at a price of about $60 a piece, which is pretty crazy. As much as I love the M&P, I just, and those I haven't been able to find any more. I'd like to have at least 8 to 10 for it. But that's another reason that it beats the SIG beats it out for me. It edges it out just a little bit. Is that the magazines, you can get the 18-round Mekar magazines for $25 free shipping, versus maybe 50, 60, $75 per mag if you can find them. So for those 2 reasons right there, the SIG kind of beats it out for me. But I will say, if you're looking at M&P and you don't need that many magazines, and you want a gun for around 500 to 550, I'm not talking the M&Ps. I think they run about 700 out the door. But you can get a standard black base model M&P for about $500 to $550 with 2 mags. If you don't really care about having that many magazines, this would be a great option. I really don't know why Smith & Wesson has dropped the ball on magazine production lately. I know have seen that Pro Mags are coming out with these, and they're about $35 a piece, and I don't know if they run or not. I've had some Pro Mag products that work, some that don't. So, I haven't seen any tests come out. As far as I know, this is sort of a recent thing, and the only place that I've seen them at is Cabela's or Bass Pro shops online. I didn't try to order any or anything because I knew that I was going to make the switch to another SIG, just to have. I'm just going to one platform because for me, it's not really about collecting. I've had a lot of guns. I've done that in the past, but right now I just want to have one platform with one type of magazine, get a bunch of magazines that'll work in both guns, have one holster system, just have one system that works, and that if one gun breaks or goes down, you can roll to the backup while that one's getting fixed or whatever. So yeah, the M&P is a great gun. I love it. I wish if I could find magazines for it, I would keep it, honestly, and I would probably sell the SIG and go with the M&P because the grip is not really that big of a deal to me. The triggers are both outstanding as far as the SIG versus the M&P, but I do like having the 10-pound double action first and then the single action, just because I do a lot of reholstering throughout the day. Just sort of another perk, I guess, that kind of edges it out for me. But I don't think that you would ever necessarily shoot yourself with an M&P trigger. But they're both very clean triggers. I've just wanted to crank out this review and say that if you're looking at an M&P9, go ahead and buy it. If like I said, if the magazine's not a big deal to you, if you can run with 2 magazines, then whatever. The other issue I've had with this M&P is that I've been sort of running with it and training with it, and I don't know if you can see the mag weld is sort of beat up, and that's probably expected on polymer guns, but it's really beat up inside. And like I said, I fired 1,500 rounds, so I don't know. Obviously that's going to have something to do with it, but I feel like I kind of would like an aluminum alloy frame, a metal frame, could maybe negate that and maybe give me a little bit longer longevity in the life of the gun, since I do shoot them quite often. I don't get out as much as I used to, but when I get out, I go ahead and shoot 300 or 400 rounds, get my practice in when I can, since I can't, the frequency of my trips has been cut dramatically just by life changes and stuff like that. So if you're looking for M&P9, if you're liking the VTAC, it's an awesome gun. I love it. But just, I've had a lot of guns in the past because they come and go. And I think I really kind of am set on this SIG P226, but that could change. You never know, considering the price point. But that's all I got to say about that. If you have any questions about the M&P, go ahead and post them down in the comments, or if maybe if you've experienced the same thing or something different, or you have a source for magazines, go ahead and throw that down in the comments as well. Other than that, that's about all I got. Thanks for watching.